The Raspberry Pi Pico has low cost and variety of functions packed in a single circuit board of size even smaller than that of a matchbox. But can you build a drone with Raspberry Pi Pico?
In this video, we'll cover the hardware section of building and designing a Pico drone yourself and discover the complexities and challenges behind it. Stay tuned.
I have used the frame, motors and propellers from the QX95 kit available at Robu.in because it was convenient.
For hobbyists who are interested in building their own quadcopter frame, you can 3D print it too. Just design your own frame, go to Robu.in's 3D printing service, fill the details and you'll get your drone frame in no time.
We require a single cell battery of 3.7 volt as our motors operate on the same voltage level. Each of my coreless motors requires at least 1.6 ampere of current, which means we require a total of 6.4 ampere of current for all the motors. We need a battery which could supply this much amount of current. Here I have used the orange LiPo battery because it is very well known among enthusiasts. The battery I selected has battery capacity of 360 mAh and minimum discharge rate of 30 C. So when I multiply these two values, I get the constant current of 10,800 milliamperes. If I take 20% safety tolerance from this value, I'll get around 8.5 amperes of steady smooth current from my LiPo, which is quite more than what we required as we calculated before, the 6.4 amperes. Now when this part is done, we'll move forward with our flight control board. This board will consist of three sections, namely the power distribution section, the signal reception section and the automatic drone stabilization section. For power distribution, I have used SI2302 N-channel MOSFETs. These MOSFETs will act as a switch in sending required amounts of power from the battery to the motors.
The basic principle of an N-channel MOSFET is that they send current from drain to source when a specific voltage level is given to the gate terminal of the transistor. Maximum drain current for the transistor, which is ID max, should be around 2 ampere to support the motor, which can draw around 1.6 ampere of current each.
I have chosen PWM signals as the input for the gate terminal, as we can change its duty cycle easily through code and thus control the amount of current which reaches the motor, meaning we can change the speed of a motor just through our code. Let's test this out on a breadboard and then code it. Now when this part is done, let's talk about the stabilization section. This will be used simply for balancing the drone throughout the air. I have used the MPU6050 accelerometer in the drone because I felt that it is precise enough to keep our drone balanced in the air. The idea behind drone stabilization is the usage of accelerometer and then getting the values of orientation, acceleration and gyroscope through it and giving them to the Raspberry Pi Pico, where it will be processed through pre-ID, and then further the power will be given accordingly to the transistor and then to the motor. The final part is the signal reception section. Here I have used the RX2A receiver to get the values from the transmitter and collecting it through UART protocol. I have connected the RX2A receiver to Pico's RX terminal and powered it through VCC and ground of the Raspberry Pi Pico. Now let's talk about our iBus protocol. As I am sending the data from our transmitter and then to our FlySky RX2A receiver, which is then received by our Raspberry Pi Pico, we can see these values right now at the terminal. So we can see the change on the terminal which is received. Right now these are just vague values, but we need to convert it into a form which we can process and then send to our motors. Right now these are just vague values which we need to convert into form we can process. I'm sure we'll figure that out soon. If you want to read an informative blog regarding this project, the link is in the description. Let us know if you like the content in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay tuned at Robu.in.